Entertaining and informative radio for the Sunshine State.
Welcome to WTAN Tampa. This is Gregor the Barbarian, sitting on the front porch, got a drink in my hand, the fire pit's lit, and it's all groovy with Robbie the Shark.
Hey, Gregor, thank you so much. Wow. I knew it was going to be good, but damn, you really hit it there, man. I'd love to have you every week. This is so much fun. We have new guests with us. I want to introduce everybody. Aaron, I hear you're in the background there, right?
Yep.
I'm glad you're doing better. You were in the hospital today. I'm glad you're doing better.
Yeah, we're glad you're feeling better, Aaron.
Yeah, we were
Thank you.
all worried about you. We were all worried about you, and we're all glad you're doing well. I'm glad you're with us. Fantastic. And, of course, I got Cheryl here again with me. She's Gregor and Aaron, she's a staple now. She's going to be here every week. And we have another guest here, Lynn, who is actually one of my neighbors. And the program is about come to the porch. And Lindy understands what we did at the bungalow. Everybody would sit outside and yik-yak.
And that's why we got this fire pit going back here.
Exactly. We got the Gregor's fire pit going, which now he's no longer Gregor the Barbarian. He's Gregor the Shark because he got the football right. I did not.
So how does he become an honorary shark? He's Gregor the Barbarian. You're Robbie the Shark.
Okay.
But like, how did he become an honorary shark? That's what I want to know.
How did what?
How did he become an honorary shark? That's what I want to know.
Because he got the Super Bowl right and I got it wrong.
I was gonna say I thought he played for San Jose or something.
No, he got it right. Just that was 2 weeks ago, whatever. And he claimed it. He called himself Gregor the Shark.
And there's the snort. We got the first one 2 minutes into the show.
That's a 2-minute warning for the snort. Okay.
That was just for the 1 week.
Sugar plum. I did not do it.
That was just for that week because I had Team Tay-Tay.
You had what? Oh, Tay-Tay.
I had Team
Tay-Tay.
So it was just for that week. Just that week.
I don't know. I think if I talk about Tay-Tay, the FCC might get mad at me about that again.
I don't think it's that. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are now going to start calling themselves the Kansas City Tay-Tays as long as she's with Travis Kelce.
I'm snorting. Stop it. Don't do that to me, people. Okay, I'm going to let
It's too early in the show to really get Robbie going.
Yes, right. We're only like 3 minutes into it, and I'm already...
He's already snorting, folks. That's how you know it's going to be a good show out here on Robbie's Island.
But you know what? The topic of the day,
yeah.
What do you have to say at It's All Groovy? This is every Wednesday, 8 p.m., 727 441-3000,
Yep.
WTAN, Tan Talk Radio Network. You can see it on YouTube also. Yep. YouTube, WTAN, It's All Groovy.
And you can also...
Call in, listen, enjoy. But what I want to say is... TP, over or under? What do you have to say and why? Lenny?
Well, I think under.
So you'd rather say mullet. That's the way you look at it. Like, have you ever actually looked at a roll of toilet paper? But now here's why I'm saying this while Robbie continues to laugh in the background. If you look at a roll of toilet paper, if it's set out front, like if you have it hanging over the front, it looks like a mustache. If you have it hanging over the back and you pull it down the backside, it looks like a mullet.
Sure, I get that.
So
that's a good analogy.
Mustache or mullet? Which one do you go with it?
I go with mullet.
Okay. And why?
Yeah.
Because I think that I don't know, but I think when it's over the top and you pull it, it keeps going too far. You pull it under, you can whip it off easier.
I would have guys. Okay.
I'm just the opposite.
So you think mustache?
Yes.
All right. Why?
Just because it's easier, and plus my ex and I used to travel all the time. So at hotels, they had it the way they folded it in. It came down to a perfect triangle,
right?
And that was always out, on top.
Yeah,
so. That's true.
So that's why I always did it.
I say mustache is easier. I say the mustache is easier. It makes it a lot easier to tear because if you try to pull it when it's on the backside between the actual roll and the wall, I end up hitting my hand on the wall more often than not trying to pull it down. It's just easier going mustache than mullet.
Well, I never like things too easy anyway.
Right. Hey, that's her story. She's sticking to it.
Yeah.
Grigor, Aaron, what do you say?
Mustache.
All right.
No, I missed something there because I was busy laughing at myself. What is mustache?
Okay, so mustache is if you put the toilet paper on the roll and the toilet paper looks like it's coming over the front of the roll.
That's a
It looks like
mustache.
it's a mustache. If it's coming over the back of the roll, it looks like a mullet.
Okay,
Business in the
mullet.
front, party in the back.
You ain't right, Matt.
That's not right.
You are not right. You need
Party
help.
in the back.
You know what? I saw my psychiatrist today. I think I'm going to send him to you, but you're not a veteran, so he won't see you. But you need help. Seriously, listen to Aaron laughing. I love that giggling in the background. Well, speak up, Aaron. How you doing, baby doll? You feeling better?
Yeah, I'm okay.
I can't wait to answer this question, but go ahead.
Oh no, here it comes.
I'm holding back. All right, up or down, or over or under. Okay. Do you know there actually is? This is a fact. There is a patent. I believe it was like 1800 something or other when the toilet paper first came out. I don't have the facts in front of me. I actually do have them on my phone, but I'm not going to look it up. Who cares about the actual facts?
Yeah, Robbie's just spitballing here.
What's that?
I said Robbie's just spitballing here.
Yeah, no, but this is a fact. It is over. If you look up the original patent, the U.S. patent for toilet paper, and his name was John Crapper. I kid you not. That's why we call it going to the John and going to the Crapper. The man who created toilet paper's name is John Crapper. Grab your phone right now and Google it.
And this is Robbie's random fact of the day here on It's
I'm
All
telling you the
Groovy
truth.
on the TAN Talk Radio Network. Now,
Telling you the truth.
this has gotten people calling in from Pennsylvania. John is on the line. John, can you hear us? On the TAN Talk Radio Network. Now.
Hey, John.
John, hello.
Hey, welcome, John.
Yeah, we just ask one thing. Anybody who calls in, you got to get away from the radio because we can hear it on the delay. We need to be able to hear you directly through the phone line.
Yeah,
so
you gotta shut off the radio in the background, bro.
Anybody who calls in, you got to get away from the radio.
We can hear the echo here. That's why
Yep,
we're laughing.
yeah, that's why we're laughing. John, you there?
I guess he'll try back in a minute.
Yeah.
First time caller.
Yeah.
They don't know any better. I that's how I learned
Yeah,
too right
but
away. Shut it off, Robbie.
That's always the advice we give people who call into a live radio show like this. If you're going to call in on the phone lines, we have no problem with... Hold on a second, Robbie. We have no problem with you calling in and getting your opinions on the show. We just want to make sure that you're not near the radio because we can hear the echo and it makes it harder for, A, us to hear you, and B, you to hear us. So if you're going to call in, we encourage it, 727-441-3000. Just make sure you're not near a radio. That's all we ask.
You threw me off kilter there.
Sorry.
But no, you're right. The people don't know. When I started doing this 15 years ago, calling into Paul Porter and the home team back in 2008, and you know how much I love Paul Porter. And they gave me a blast a couple of weeks ago. They mentioned my program, which was nice. I appreciate that. No, that's groovy people there, man. Make sure you tune in. You want to hear some sports. I know even if you're not here at Floridian and Pinellas and you're out of state listening, you got to listen to our goofballs here talk about our teams, which I'm disappointed with the Lightning lately. However,
Yeah.
they whooped your Islanders
Yes, they
butt
did.
this weekend,
Yes, they
and
did.
we brought you this hat.
Yes.
Yeah, so for those watching...
She's wearing that hat to give to
for
you
those
because you
watching
have
it-
to wear it now because you
All
lost.
right, hang on. Before I go in and take the hat, for those watching on YouTube, if you look to Robbie's left, like your left, Robbie's right, is a attractive young lady sitting there in a Lightning hat. That's what I'm going to go pick up now. So keep talking. I'll come in and get the hat.
All right.
Yeah, it's groovy, man. Hey, Grigor,
The
talk to me,
hat
bro.
goes with your outfit, though.
There you go,
Oh,
man. You talk. Yeah, come on, start talking about something. Change the subject.
Oh, do I get the honors?
Hey,
Wait,
hey,
I get the
whoever-
honors.
I need the
that
rules
John
for the
wants it
subjects.
called
You
in.
got that
Look,
wrong.
look, I get the
I'm
honors.
sorry, go ahead.
All right.
Rob, you got that wrong.
What did I get wrong?
Joseph C. Gaiety. He invented toilet paper. John Crappers invented the toilet.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, so who invented the toilet paper?
Joseph Gaiety.
Joseph Deity.
Joseph C. Gaiety.
Did he die rich or poor? I wonder.
He invented the
Sure he died
commercial
wiping his
toilet
butt.
paper.
Okay, well, we know this conversation's starting to pick up steam. We have Jimmy from PA on the line.
Hey, Jimmy,
Jimmy,
how
can
you
you hear
doing,
us?
brother?
Hey, Robert, what's going on, man?
Oh, welcome to Robbie's Island. Enjoy the front porch here. Gregor's got the fire pit lit out back. What's going on up there, bro?
Not too much. Kind of weird. Just talking to you down there in Largo, Florida.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, we're at the station's in Clearwater. I live in Largo, which is just, what is that, 8 miles? We took the
Yeah,
cat
it's
8
about
miles
8.
away. Yeah, we're in the same district here, but
Yeah.
I live in the lovely, what do they call it there, Harbor Bluffs.
So to give, basically to put it into perspective for people, to get from Harbor Bluffs here, about 10 to 15 minutes from where Robbie lives to get out to the station.
Yeah, I could actually,
got you.
it takes me
I got
2
you.
buses if I had the bus, but I'd
Well, me and
rather.
this guy, we went to kindergarten to 12th grade together.
Wow.
Oh, I'm talking to the guy that used to live across the holler from me.
Oh, yes. I don't know if he called.
Now wait, I gotta make fun of you, brother. I gotta make fun of you. No, I'm gonna.
I don't know.
His real
If
name.
it was the
This guy's.
holler.
Listen to me. This guy's real name is James Stewart, better known as Jimmy Stewart. He gave me my nickname, Robbie the Roach.
The Roach.
Is what I was as a kid.
Wait,
Yeah,
Roach or Robbie the Shark? Which nickname did he give you?
Robbie the Roach.
Robbie the Roach?
Robbie the Roach.
I need a story on this. How did this happen?
Go ahead, Jimmy.
Well, we were shooting pool one time. He just, whatever, you know. I said, yeah, go grab that ball, Roach. It went on the table.
Jimmy, you remember back when we were in junior high school?
Yes.
You sat at the cool kids table, and I was on a 5'2" piece of caca, and you laughed at me, and we all got high because I was selling marijuana joints back then. And Robbie the Shark, no, that's what I am now. But
Robbie the Roach.
You said Robbie the Roach because I was a little punk. He's cool. He can sit at the table with us. I remember you standing up too. He's my buddy. How the hell do you know him? I don't know. You lived across the holler, and that's where we became friends. I do remember that. Yeah, Robbie the Roach. And I don't like that name, actually. I yelled at somebody, it was about 10, 15 years ago, called me that. I'm like, I am not Robbie the Roach anymore. I was insulted by it. But now looking back, I shouldn't be.
It's all groovy, man.
Exactly.
It's all
It's all
groovy.
groovy. Thank you, Matt. Is he a great producer or what? He's
Well,
great.
you went from Robbie the Roach to the thankfully more enjoyable and definitely more marketable Robbie the Shark.
Yeah, Robert D. Shark. We were down seeing him a few years ago down in the Madeira Beach area. Me and the wife took him out to the snack shack down there in Madeira Beach, and we met him up there twice since 2016 to 2020. You know, so. And it's the first time I've seen him in like what, Rob, about 30 years and shit, you know?
Oh,
so,
no shit. We graduated in 1980, brother.
I'm telling you.
I'm young. I don't know about you. I'm 61, turning 16. Just turning the numbers around.
That's for sure. So am I. So.
And so are these old ladies with me here, by the way.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
I
saying.
see that.
Hey,
I am an older
Higher so they
lady.
get in.
I sure am.
You graduated in 79, dude.
Well, what? I graduated 80. Class
I'm
80.
79.
You did?
1980. Long time ago, buddy.
1979. I could still see the tassel hanging off your mirror when I stole your freaking car.
Iggy graduated 79. And Iggy, by the way, Iggy wanted me By the way, we didn't finish that either, but the over under. Iggy wanted me to say something. The FCC would shut this down immediately, and I know
Right, so we
you're
won't go
listening,
there.
Iggy, and I'm not going to go there. You're a bad man. I love you. He is great. He's a great family. Yeah.
Anyhow,
you
Rob.
are.
Anyhow, Rob.
Iggy is a great guy.
You
If
were
you would
talking
have heard
about
what he sent me on a message.
No.
you were
I'm
talking about
surprised
the toilet
Facebook
paper. You
didn't
know,
shut down the message you sent me.
Yeah.
He's cool, man. He's groovy. He's definitely groovy. It's all fun. I got some. I don't know what am I looking here. I got to say something about the VA. I'm
Mhm.
supposed to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Dang
Call
it.
in.
What the heck? Sugar Plum. Where's my guy at here?
The
My
stand down?
stand down coming up. That's what I'm supposed to be
Yeah.
looking up.
Stand down
Thank
on
you.
April 6th.
Well, you two talk while I look it up.
Come on.
On
I don't know
April
much about
6th,
it.
Just like you
Bay
said on
Pines
front of my place before
VA
we came here.
Hospital is having a stand down, which has a lot of activities, a lot of free things, haircuts, nail manicures, a lot of giveaways.
So it's kind of like a block party almost.
Yeah, but you can also
Kinda
clear your
sorta.
record. You can have a judge clear your record for you if
Really?
you're from Pinellas County. That's one of the
Wow.
good features. Yeah,
All
there's
right.
a lot of big time prizes besides the little stuff.
That's
All
really
right. I did not know such things
That's
existed.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday, April 6th, 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. And by the way, especially for you homeless guys out there that are in real trouble, not just people that want to take care of their record for schmucko stuff you did, which is going to get expunged for you by going to the stand-down court. That's what it was created for. But they also take care of homeless vets.
Yes.
They got all kind of,
That's
like you were
awesome.
saying about the haircuts.
Yeah, they give away bicycles.
Yeah, bicycles they give away.
Brand new
it's really
ones, of
nice.
course.
It really is a groovy thing if you're in Pinellas
Mhm.
County.
Backpacks,
And I'm sure
sleeping
they have it
bags.
other places. I don't know, Pittsburgh up there, their VA really made me angry. I'm not going to get into that. But
Right.
because this is a groovy thing we got
Pittsburgh.
going on here. It's April 6th. Please, I don't even care if you're homeless or not. If you even need to have your record expunged, stop. It is so fun. You run into old vets that you haven't seen for years and like, holy cow, he's still alive. This one, Florida's weird, man. It's not like Pennsylvania.
Well, is it weird in a good way or just weird?
It's weird in a bad way because you lose contact with people.
Yeah.
Where like in Pittsburgh, you don't. I mean, Pittsburgh is different. It's an attitude, just the way that we interact with people. In Florida, it's like you're here today, gone tomorrow,
Well,
never hear from you again.
And that was a point of mine that I made when I moved down here because, like most of you guys, I'm a Northeasterner. So when I moved down here, I made sure to keep in contact with almost everybody I knew back home. 2.5 years later, I still keep in contact with those people
But
that I
you
was
still
friends with.
keep in contact with other people. Where'd you move down here, Florida first?
Wait, where did I move from, or when did I move?
First, the first
Both.
place you live in Florida.
Oh, it was my girl's parents' house.
Okay, any of your neighbors there? Are they still in contact with you?
Couple of them are, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's groovy. See, that's the problem I've had. Once you move, it's like, especially when they move.
Well,
I don't
Robbie,
know.
here I am.
But Lenny's back. Yes, thank you, Lenny. There you go. Perfect. Yes, you
We're
are
keeping
back.
in touch.
Yes, we are. Groovy. Thank you. I didn't even realize that. That's wonderful. And we're here to support vets. We know I'm trying to create this program to help out vets. And now that I have Lenny back in my life, she's smart. She can help me. We're going to do this. And of course, Cheryl, she knows what she's doing. She's directing me too. She's helping me a lot. It's great. But no, if you have any stupid warrants, arrest or whatever,
Parking tickets, accidents.
Yes.
they'll wipe it all out. Your slate is clean. You start all over. You get a meal. They serve a good breakfast.
Yes.
Sometimes they have good lunch. Sometimes they get cheap. It depends. I don't know. COVID, they were cheap. But they usually put on hamburgers and everything else, right?
Yes. All kinds of things. Sometimes you're right. It's different levels of food. Who knows what it'll be this time?
It depends on the donations.
Right.
What they get,
Right.
It's really great though. If nothing else, you run into fellow vets that you ain't seen for years. And by the way, this is the number 3 veteran hospital in America, the greatest place to be. If you're out there listening, Pinellas County vets, 727, what is it, 368-6661?
No, 398.
398, thank you.
6661. And you have to be from Pinellas, or your incident has to be from Pinellas County for them to do anything about it, just in case. I tried to do something about Lee County and they couldn't help me. So it has to be something happening in Pinellas County.
All right, so if I tried to say, for the sake of argument, I tried to get a record expunged from something I did back in New York, they couldn't take care of it.
Right.
No,
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, and they want you to have a chance to start clean again and be an upstanding person that you were at one time, and things happen. I mean, you don't do it on purpose, but things happen.
Life.
You fall.
Yeah.
Sometimes life gets in the way, but
Yeah, it does.
the trick is to just keep moving.
Get back up.
Get back up. Yeah. Just get back
That's
up.
it. And I want everybody, any veterans out there, anybody who's friends with veterans, to know that there are programs out there for you. Here in Pinellas, of course, the greatest programs ever. But all you have to do is 800-273-8255. Press 1 if you're a veteran. That's actually the suicide hotline. But they'll contact you, the people, if you need help with something else, whatever state, city you're in, doesn't matter, you're listening. I know we have people in Dakota actually listening too. Hey, call that number. They'll direct you to the right people. I don't have that information yet. I'm working on that. Bear with me.
And then civilians. Civilians can
Oh,
call.
and then civilians too. It's the same number.
Yes.
One is for veterans, gets priority, but it works for civilians too. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you. I don't want to
Yeah.
forget
My
the
pleasure.
civilians. They're people too.
Yeah.
But it's not. But it's
Kind
not
of.
for illegals.
No, just kidding.
Excuse me. I can't call them illegals. They're not for migrants who make more money than I do. They get $2,000 a month for the rest of their lives for crossing the border. We're going to bring us back shortly with Gregor the Barbarian. It is 28 minutes after, and I do believe it's time for Robbie's medication break. Don't you, Matt?
And that's where I come in. It's All Groovy here on the Tan Talk Radio Network. We're going to step aside and take a break so Robbie can do whatever he's got to do. And while he's doing that, it's Smoking in the Boys Room by Motley Crue right now.
Everybody knows they're smoking it loud. Taking out the heart, making sure the coast is clear. Looking at the stars, now there ain't nobody here. My buddy says, Nick and Tom, thinking God will surely be the death of us all. Smoking in the boys' room. We're smoking in the boys' room. And teach you don't you feel me? Up with the rule. Everybody knows they're smoking it loud. Hey, can I be excused? Everybody knows they're smoking it loud. Everybody smoking in the boys' room. Smoking in the boys' room. I tell you, I'm smoking in the boys' room.
All right, we are starting to get the gang back in here on It's All Groovy on Robbie's Island. Give me 1 second, I'll get the fire pit going again. And there we go. We got the fire pit back up and going again here on Robbie's Island. We got Aaron Biscuits and Grigor the Barbarian on the phone lines, and we now have once again a full studio as Robbie is done with his medication break.
Oh,
So let's get back to rocking and rolling. What else we got on the topics for tonight, Robbie the Shark?
Okay, where are we at here?
Yeah, well, we're in the Tan Talk Studios here in Clearwater, aka Robbie's backyard. We know that much.
How come we were the only two that had to answer the never mind, they answered it.
Yeah,
I forgot. Yeah. I forgot. Yeah. Yeah, that was real fast.
I'm confused.
So am I. Like, what are we talking about here?
What the heck
The
they
over
just
and
said.
under question.
We left off, we were talking about criminal migrants.
Oh gosh.
That was the original song.
We were
Grigor
talking about
solved that for
criminal
us.
migrants.
Hold on a second, Grigor. Say that again.
Sure.
All right, so there's a little confusion as to what's going on in the studio at the moment. Let them figure it out. So we were talking everything from over and under on which direction to put the toilet paper roll. We were talking about immigration into this country, which is something that Robbie was in the middle of getting into.
Yep.
Yeah, and actually in basic training, you had to fold it to a triangle to point down, and that was to show, I don't know what it was actually to show, but it was to make you almost Nazi-like, I guess, to follow orders, and that is what you will do, and it was perfect every time. But I was lucky, though. When I joined the Air Force, we talked about this earlier,
Yes.
me and you. Jimbo, my father, God rest his soul, I love him to death. We talked today. I know he's up there in heaven, but yeah, we did talk. And he told me to bring this up. He told me never, ever, under any circumstance, volunteer.
Right. I was told that also. Unfortunately, I didn't listen. I ended up on KP duty in the first 2 weeks 3 times
No kidding.
in the first 2 weeks of basic training.
Well, what I did was the drill sergeant, and he was nasty. He was really bad. He said, "I want the biggest, strongest men to step forward." I am at the time was 6 foot tall, 129 pounds. I was not big and strong. I stepped right forward, ignored everything Jimbo told me, and I became what was known as "you are the laundry lady." So I cleaned clothes outside at the laundry machine while everybody's upstairs scrubbing toilets with toothbrushes and floors, everything
that's
you've
right.
seen in the movies. They do that.
Yep.
But I was laundry lady, man. I was able to sneak cigarettes out there, get candy bars.
And Robbie, I say this all the time. The show is growing more and more with the people we get listening. We got somebody calling in from Virginia that wants to get on this discussion.
Hey,
Go
welcome
ahead.
from Virginia.
Jim, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, what's up, bro?
What's happening, Robbie?
I'm having a groovy time with my old neighbor back in my life and my new friend in my life.
I see that.
Yeah. It's all groovy. She's getting married, so it's nothing like that going on. I want you to understand that. Not that I wouldn't mind. Not that I wouldn't mind if you're actually watching on YouTube. She is not bad on the eyes,
Yeah.
but lovely lady, lovely heart, and that's the biggest thing. It's always the heart.
But I say this all the time. Looks fade.
Yes.
Heart and personality does not.
Nope.
That's
Good
right.
enough.
If I get into a relationship with somebody, I'm dating them. Their looks are a bonus, but I'm dating them more for what's on the inside than rather than the outside.
That's
Amen.
great. That's great philosophy because that's the truth.
Yep.
It's best to be friends because friendship lasts forever. and
Exactly.
Sex is about what 1% of all the day,
Yeah.
of time,
15 minutes to half an hour out of your day.
Yeah,
at
and the
minimum.
rest you got to talk and eat together and cook
Right.
together.
No, don't get me wrong.
Gotta have
That would be nice in a relationship, but I'd rather sit there, pig out on ice cream, and watch movies or TV shows all day long, and just sit there with the other person, and I'm happier than a pig in slop.
Yes, and enjoy each other.
Exactly.
Great conversation. Yep.
What's
Yeah.
up, guys?
Okay.
Yeah, somebody on the phone line just said something. We didn't hear you.
Okay.
Think it was-
You're talking so much.
All right, I'm gonna.
That's right.
Okay, I'll be.
All right, well, right now, Robbie, they weren't talking to you. They were talking to me.
Oh, there you go. I just had to turn up my
There you
headphones.
go.
I'm having trouble.
There you go.
Well, you sure it's the headphones and not your ears?
Well, yeah, this is my ear. Yeah, I know. I actually, she took me to the hospital last week. Yeah, I need to go see. I need hearing aids. Yeah, I'm I'm actually deaf in my left ear. And that's the side that has the, if you're looking on stage, that's the side that has the headphones on and the right side is open. The left side is the deaf ear.
It should be the other way around. Flip them. Take the headphone off
You
the
would
deaf ear.
think that would make sense, but you're talking to Robbie the Shark.
This is the Robbie the Shark
I
reminder.
ain't right.
This is the Robbie the Shark reminder. Please switch your headphones. That way the deaf ear is open and the good ear hears. Thank you.
Not gonna work.
No.
Like I said, this is your daily reminder. And if you don't listen to your producer, you will be
What
put
will
in
he
the
use
penalty
for an
box.
excuse if he does that?
Easy. I can put him in the penalty box for 2 minutes for disobedience. That's a new penalty.
You remember the last hurricane we had? Friends of my mother, Audrey, Audrey, she is everything. Grigor attests to that.
Yeah, she's
Mama
great.
Odge. Yeah, she'll test to that.
I haven't
too.
had
She
the
talked,
pleasure
Mama
yet.
Odge. You haven't had the. You haven't. You're gonna
Not
get
yet.
a chance tomorrow. We'll talk to Mama Odge.
Yeah, she'll see us.
Um,
Hello.
But she said
Hi,
friends
Mom.
of hers asked when the last hurricane come through, well, where's Robbie going? And she laughed. Are you kidding? He ain't going nowhere. This is Robbie. He's going to ride it out. Are you stupid? This is my son, Robbie. He ain't going nowhere. I'm just like, what was his name there in Forrest Gump?
I don't know.
When he had the no legs up there. on
Lieutenant
the-
Dan.
Yep,
Yeah,
Lieutenant Dan.
Dan.
Bring it on! Bring it on! I was just like that too.
Okay.
Come on, dog.
Now,
Bring it.
there's a trivia question for you. Name the author. Name the-
There goes Aaron. I hear you laughing in the background.
Robbie,
Aaron. I'm
trivia
glad you're with
question.
us.
All right, Shark.
Lieutenant Dan. Name the actor.
Let's hear from
Oh.
Virginia. What's going on in Virginia? We got Virginia on the line.
Not anymore. We don't. He hung up.
Oh,
Oh, he
that
talked
was
too
Jimmy.
much.
That's Jimmy. That's Jimmy. Jimmy Stewart. That's who that was.
So,
Yeah, he lost us.
Lieutenant Dan and Forrest Gump. Name the actor.
I was talking too much, Jimmy, to get his words in. That's cool though. Jimmy's new
Gary
kid on
Sinise.
radio.
Gary
Yes,
Sinise.
yeah, that's right.
Gary,
That's right.
I
That's
knew
right.
that. Why'd you have
I
to
could
do
picture him.
that?
I couldn't
knew
think of
the
his
answer.
name.
Gary Sinise is great with the
Yep.
Tunnel to Towers.
Yep.
Yeah, please.
He was
I
good
don't-
in the
I don't have an
Stand
official
by
sponsor
Stephen
yet,
King.
but Tunnel to Towers. I mean, that's a great program. I
He
don't
was
have
in
their
the
phone
movie
number
The
in front of me.
Stand.
What's
He
that?
was in the movie The Stand.
Yes,
one
he
of
was.
Stephen King.
It was based off the Stephen King novel. Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I didn't
really?
see that.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen the movie, but I have read the book.
Oh, the movie's really good. It's
Fantastic
two-
book.
It's 2 video tapes worth. It's that long.
That's it. That's how you know it's a long movie.
Yeah,
You ever read,
right.
you ever read Cujo?
It's a short story, isn't it?
Cujo? No, it's a horror novel by Stephen King.
Yeah, it's very
No,
scary.
it's with the dog that keeps him trapped in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw the movie a long time ago, but I never did read it.
I was the other way around. I read the book, never saw the movie.
Mm.
The book scared the crap out of me for like a month.
What about it? It was another one.
Oh.
That was
That
huge.
was.
That was
the
almost 1,000
ex-wife
pages, and I've read it.
She loved him.
No.
And Lisa, she loved Stephen
Stephen
King.
King.
And I
Yep.
hated Stephen King.
Why?
Because I thought it was too stupid. I don't know.
That scared me.
Just probably
He's
to
not
argue with
stupid
her.
though.
Probably just to be a jerk.
Yeah.
I'm not a big horror fan, but I can respect his talent.
You're right.
Scary.
Fantastic
Hey.
writer.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, absolute classic. I mean, those programs, they were scary. That's probably why I didn't want to
They
watch
were
either. I
scary.
don't think
It-
scary movies
I
too
didn't even
much.
make it past the first chapter. I had to close it.
She
And
read
that's
them.
saying something.
I mean, the movies were just a plus for Lisa. She did when she read them and she told me the story. She's like, "Robbie, you got to read this." I couldn't believe my ex-wife. This is true story. We got married in '83, and we had a bag of Doritos.
Uh-oh.
And she says, "Can I
Uh-oh.
have a tortilla chip?"
Excuse me?
Yeah, that tortilla, Tortilla. She said tortilla, not tortilla.
And
I
the
just looked at her
Dorito's
like,
not even a tortilla.
Jesus Christ.
Right.
And I'm not, Lisa, if you're listening, I'm not putting you down. You were just lovely. And I still love you, darling. I'm so happy you're with Damien and doing well. I really am. I miss our son. I'm sorry to bring that up on the show, guys, but I do miss Jesse because he talked to me today about being on the program. Don't worry, it's going to be good. He's with us. He's talking to all of us, by the way. I want you to know that. And what you're drinking, that's what put him to rest.
Well, what is the drinking choice of everybody on the porch tonight?
Yeah.
I have
White
water.
Russian.
All right.
She doesn't have one, but
Robbie, this is radio. Let's let the imagination run wild here. She's got a White Russian in her hand. What
Tell
about
them
you,
her
Robbie?
due.
what was that?
Tell them her due.
What's that?
Tell them or do. It's Irish whiskey,
Oh,
which is actually a fairly good choice.
Natty Ice.
Natty Ice.
Yeah, you really want to drink.
Yeah, that's what you
Don't
drink
get
all the time.
Robbie,
yeah.
Robbie. How can you drink water that's claiming to be alcohol?
Ooh.
That's
I said
Natty Ice.
Natty
That's
Ice,
water.
not Natty Light.
Same difference.
Natty
It's all water.
5.9% alcohol. No. I'm not allowed to drink that no more. Ask Grigor. He'll yell at me. I'm not allowed to get drunk no more. No, but I do imbibe. But I've learned my lesson. I went through the program. And please, any of you veterans out there that happen to listen to this, and I know you are, because I have people from Hot Vash who have told you to listen. And please call in. We can help each other out here. Don't hesitate, man. If you got a problem,
There's always somebody out there to be able to call.
Absolutely.
Right.
There's a program.
The VA is so helpful.
There's a program. You got friends. You got neighbors. There's somebody always willing to listen.
Yes.
Don't hesitate to call. There's somebody always out there for you if you need help.
That's true.
It's alcohol, drugs, depression, doesn't matter. You have somebody there that'll be willing to listen to you.
Amen.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about, folks. I mean, and that's what this program is about, really. I thought about this years ago. Actually, I was on this in the studio, 2011, 12 with Ben, and the program was about just sitting out front, BSing on the front porch. And that's what it's about, man. Every now and then we need to walk away from life. There's politics I want to talk about, but nobody really wants to talk about that. Let's walk away from that, you know.
Yes, and this is just personal. There's two things that I refuse to argue. I refuse to argue politics, and I refuse to argue religion. It never ends well.
Amen.
Yeah, because you can't win.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. You're entitled to your opinions, and you're allowed to speak your mind. But if you're looking to try to, this is just my personal take on it. If you're looking to try to get engaged with me on it, not going to happen. Not going to happen.
Yep.
This is what I say to people when that conversation comes up, just to have an outlook that we can listen to each other and hear what they have to say. But the other person takes all their opinions from a different set of facts than I take my opinion from a completely different set of facts. So there's no way that we're going to be able to totally understand. But if we listen, we can hear, well, based on the facts that you're choosing, I can see why you believe that. You can give them that much credit. You don't have to choose their belief.
Yeah.
You know, but based on the facts that I'm going by, this is how I come up with my conclusion. And be able to support it, or else don't bother talking if you can't support your opinion. That's my opinion too.
I can listen. Yeah, I'll listen. I don't have to base mine, but you know, I would definitely there to listen.
Yeah. So if you pull from two separate pools of facts, there's no way you're going to come up with the same answer. There's not really an argument. It's not really being one against the other.
Yeah, if you want to discuss it, fine. If it's going to lead to an argument, there's the door. Don't let it hit you on the way out.
Right.
And if it does, I hope it hits you twice.
I hope it hits you twice and gives you a headache, because that's apparently where your head is located.
Not like that.
Depends on how big the backside is walking out.
That's true. That is very true.
That's me before. Oh, that's what I do when I woke up. No, that's something.
Robbie's looking up facts and snorting away tonight. It's a good kind of snort. He's laughing so hard he's snorting. Let's just clarify that for the record.
I'm having a good time. That's all I can say.
But that's what happens here on It's All Groovy.
I love being on the front porch with my neighbors.
There you go.
Amen.
We got the fire going.
Whether you're here in Pinellas County on the radio, in studio. By the way, there is another seat available. And if you would like to join in and actually be on air live, we have an extra seat.
We have the phone lines too if you're not in the Pinellas County area. 727-441-3000. So you can chime in with your thoughts and bring over your drink of choice so we can expand our repertoire, if you will.
Right.
So, yeah, as Robbie's trying to figure out what everybody's trying to figure out.
Hey, I want a Long Island iced tea. That's what I'm
there
drinking.
you go.
All right.
You can talk while I get my money back.
All right, so if we're talking alcohol involved, I'll take a cinnamon roll. Non-alcoholic, give me a Dr. Pepper.
Oh, I love Dr. Pepper, except
Hey.
I like diet Dr. Pepper.
All right. It's either
Yeah, I'm not
Dr.
a big
Pepper or
fan.
Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew's my
Yes,
go-to.
exactly. And the thing about diet Dr. Pepper is it's one of the diet pops that tastes most like the.
And there we go again. That's the debate I have with everybody. It's not pop, it's soda.
Oh,
Oh,
right,
no.
right.
Hey,
I'm from Illinois.
hey.
Well,
We have a
I've gotten-
Pittsburgh audience. It's pop.
I've gotten that from Chicago people because I have a couple friends in the Chicago area.
Right.
They don't say pop, they say soda.
Yes.
They
it-
then have been talking to too many people in Florida, or they have more money and take more vacations
Yeah.
to Florida because.
Well, it depends on where you go because, like I said, I'm a native New Yorker, but there's people in my part of the state that'll say soda. If you go to Western New York, like the Buffalo, Rochester area, they'll say pop. And if you say, give me a soda, they'll hand you a cream soda. So there's an easy way to end the debate once and for all. It's either cans of carbonated beverages or just say directly what you want. Don't be, give me a soda. Yeah, instead, do this. Yeah, I'll take 2 Cokes and a Dr. Pepper. And they'll hand you the actual drinks.
Right, that's a good solution.
Instead of saying pop, soda, now forget that debate. It's, all right, Coke versus Pepsi. That's the real debate we need to have.
Mexican Coke.
Diet Coke.
Mexican Coke?
Yeah,
I thought you meant
it's
you're
different.
Republican.
It's different. She introduced that to me. It's
Yeah.
different.
Wait a second. Just to clarify, we are talking about the
drink.
Mexican Coca-Cola
The
beverage.
drink,
Yes.
the drink, yes.
Talking about cocaine.
Okay.
In the bottle. Yes.
Oh, okay. Now here's a question for everybody here. Aaron, Grigor, the 3 people over here, me. Plastic bottles or Coca-Cola in the glass, the old
Glass.
school?
Ooh.
Glass with ice.
Glass bottles.
All right.
All the way.
I think everybody can agree across the board on this. There's nothing wrong with the 20-ounce bottles, but give me the 8-ounce glass bottles most of us grew up with.
Now, wait,
that's true. That's
The
true.
Mexican
glass
bottle,
bottle.
the Mexican Coca-Cola she drinks,
Yeah.
it is that slightly greenish colored old
The
clear
green
glass.
bottles? Yes.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
green, but a
But it
greenish.
has.
It's greenish
Right.
compared to the clear glasses that you
And
see
it's
at like a
real-
Publix.
It is
Right.
really
It's
good.
real
It's
cane
really
sugar.
good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It really
It's
is.
real
It's real
sugar.
cane sugar, she
Right.
said. That
The way
makes
I
a
look
big
at it,
difference.
I'd rather have something good that rots my teeth than rots my mind,
But if it goes overnight, it's still fizzy in the morning. It's
which is rare.
yes.
Which is
very.
very, very rare you see that.
Does it dissolve coins when you put it
I
in?
don't know. I haven't tested
That's
it yet.
the famous thing my mom always said about Coca-Cola is it will dissolve coins. If you put a coin in there, it will.
That's
That-
how high the sugar content is.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
it
has to beat
the
Sprite.
acidic. Yeah, it's acidic.
Sprite was the worst.
Really?
Sprite is
Yeah,
worse?
my
No.
daughter did they
I
did
thought
a-
Coke was.
No,
I thought Coke
Sprite
was-
was the worst. It rotted, and I guess they had some kind of thing that they did with eggs, and eggs representing the enamel on the teeth.
Oh,
Okay.
So Sprite, obviously, I mean, it was the worst. The enamel.
And that's why I haven't drank Sprite in forever.
Exactly, I haven't either.
Like I
Right.
stick
Sprite
with
got no caffeine.
It
Yeah,
doesn't-
exactly,
It
but-
has nothing to
What's
do
the
with
point with that?
So why
Right.
waste your time?
exactly.
know.
For me, it goes Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Mr. Pibb are my top 3.
Ooh, Mr. Pibb.
Mhm.
Yeah, you're not a
I knew there
favorite.
was something about you I didn't like.
I was gonna say I saw the stink guy coming from Robbie's studio. I was like, why?
Yeah.
That's all-
Ooh.
I think
Well, hold on. What'd you say,
the
Aaron?
carbon. Oh,
We don't
Aaron.
have that here in PA.
What, you guys don't have Mr. Pibb?
I
No.
mean, I've seen it very few and far between.
Right.
Dr. Pepper, same thing.
Yeah, it's basically Mr. Pibb
Cream
is
soda.
the Coke. No, not entirely. Mr. Pibb is Coca-Cola's equivalent of Dr. Pepper because
Yes.
they're bottled by 2 different companies. Mr. Pibb is made by the Coca-Cola company. Dr. Pepper is made by Pepsi.
Right.
Yeah, you didn't know that, Robbie?
No, I did
No,
not.
Pepsi owns
course
Pepsi,
not.
Mountain Dew, and Dr. Pepper, and Coke owns Coke, Sprite, and Pibb.
Of course I didn't know. I see a psychiatrist comes visit me once a month. Of course I didn't know.
So you don't pay attention to such trivial things.
My favorite carbonated beverage
Yeah.
is a Venom, the 99-cent Venom
Ooh.
energy drinks.
Okay,
I haven't tried that.
I've seen it.
They're
I
very
know what she's
good.
talking about. I've seen them, but I haven't tried them yet.
Those
They're
are
very
expensive
good.
too,
And
aren't
no,
they?
they're not expensive. Venom is only 99 cents, which
Oh,
made
really?
me try it in the first place, and I love them.
All right. Which is weird though, because for the longest time, Arnold Palmer and any other Arizona iced tea products were always 99 cents. They finally jacked the price up.
Yeah. Well, okay. The 99 cents is like now $1.25 or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
Wow.
They used to have it printed on the can, and they took it off the can so they could jack it up.
Yeah.
Because of inflation.
It's
If
not
I
the-
go politics,
it's not
let's
the
talk about
dollar store
inflation.
anymore either.
gosh.
It's the $1.50 store now, right?
Yep.
$1.25.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well, it did
it is.
become the $1.25.
Bucket a
$1.25.
quarter.
But now it's thank you, Aaron. $1.50. I love you, darling. I miss you so much. You
Well,
crack me up.
that's how you know prices are going out of whack. Dollar Tree is no longer selling
No.
stuff for $1. It's
No.
$1.25.
Yes, it is.
No,
That's
it's
right.
it's going $1.50, Matt. I just saw that on the news. Yeah,
Really?
It was. That's why I was making a joke. It was $1.25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way the homeboys would say a quota. A $1.25. You know, using a little slang, if you will, not to upset anybody. But now it's $1.50.
What is happening in this world where Arizona iced teas are over $1 and Dollar Tree no longer sells stuff for
I know,
$1?
right?
Exactly.
Right.
Where is this world coming to?
Yeah.
What
and
is this world
what is
coming
the other
to?
one, that $5 thing? What is
Five
that?
Below?
Five Below. Yeah.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing at Five Below anymore. I don't think.
Well, the stuff is still there. It's just not $5 or less
No.
anymore. I'm seeing stuff now for $10.
Right. It's $5
Oh,
or
boy.
more. Right.
See,
Starting
now,
at
the ladies will know
$5.
more about that. I don't do any shopping. I don't go to work.
I don't like shopping much because I don't have any spending money. I don't like to window shop. No fun to see stuff you can't buy.
It gets me out of the house. That's
Yeah.
why I go window
Well,
shopping. What's
yeah.
up, Aaron?
Did the weather break down there in Florida yet?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah,
It's nice.
It's finally started hitting t-shirt weather for us, which is 75.
No, we're 78 all
Yes.
weekend long, at
We
Matt.
were almost
Yeah.
80.
Actually, yeah, I think it's Friday. It's the first day of 78. I was
Yeah.
just looking at it
We
because
haven't hit shorts yet. Oh, by the way.
I can't wait to get back in dresses. I hate
This is
tennis
just a
shoes.
this is
and
just a
clean
reminder to
pants.
everybody. Hold on. This is just a reminder to everybody here on Robbie's Island that 2 weeks from this Sunday is the end of daylight savings. Skip your clocks ahead.
Can't wait.
Sunday the 10th, we skip our clocks. We skip our clocks ahead 1 hour in the morning.
We jump forward.
Yep.
On March 10th?
Yeah.
March 10th, Sunday the 10th.
Why
Is,
did they choose that date, I wonder?
I don't know.
Because isn't the
It's a-
fall back on Halloween?
No, that's like 2 weeks. It's usually a week and a half after Halloween. It's
Oh.
usually like first or second weekend in November.
Okay.
So that's the end of daylight savings. This is the beginning of daylight savings. And somebody made note of this because, like I said, I still have friends on the East Coast. That I think it's today is the last day the sun will set on the East Coast before 6 p.m. until October 29th. So you guys up north are getting a lot more sunshine now. So enjoy it while it lasts.
Yeah.
And remember, the summer solstice here in the subtropics of beautiful Florida. The 17th and 18th is when it will be an actual 12 and 12, the actual real vernal equinox, which is what we call spring, which is official on the 22nd. But we will have exactly 12 hours of daylight
And 12 hours of
night.
darkness.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
That's
It's a beautiful
where
thing.
equinox comes in.
Exactly.
Equal.
And you know you can stand an egg on the end?
The gravity
what
is
now?
equal.
You can set an egg, it
magnetism.
will not roll over. You can set it on the butt end, with the pointy end up top.
Okay.
Set it right down, it will not fall over.
All right.
What
It
day
will
is
stand.
that? What day?
The equinox.
Anywhere between the 17th and the 22nd,
Oh, gotcha,
actually.
gotcha.
Because
March.
Yeah.
the
Okay.
equinox
I think
for
March
us,
20th is really when.
the
when
22nd is the official date, and I know it does work on
It's
that. I've
20th.
done it up north, anyways, on the
yeah, because my
22nd.
grandma died.
I've never done that down here,
And my
but
niece birthday.
It's going to be kind of hard to be able to stand an egg up on March 17th
can-
when
Everybody's
Hey,
drunk.
Yeah,
am I
I'm
on
gonna
the
say.
17th?
That's what
St.
I'm looking
Patrick's
up.
Day.
Is
St.
that one of my wonders?
St. Patty's Day is on a Sunday this year.
St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day is on a Sunday. The egg will stand up straight. You'll be the one falling over.
Right.
Here's a trivia question for you. What is
Hey,
on March
hey,
15th?
I don't
What is
go
it?
out drinking
Hold
St.
on a second,
Patty's
Robbie.
Day. I'm a
All right, well,
professional.
Robbie's in a penalty box right now. The trivia question is, what is March 15th known for? I don't know. What?
The Ides of March.
That's true.
Mhm.
All right, then.
No, what is March?
Well, yeah,
the Ides
you
of March. I'm
Well,
not
yeah.
sure, but it's a date. It's a date in the Bible when I think they went out to kill people, or the day that the Jewish people call revenge. for being killed or something like that. Some story about in the Bible.
No, our show next month is on the 13th.
Yeah, so our show
It's kinda horror.
our show's St. Patty's Day weekend is leading into St. Patrick's Day.
Oh,
It's
and
not
by
on
the
St.
way,
Patty's Day.
that fellow from Virginia on the phone, Jimmy, Jimmy Stewart.
He hung up a long time
I
ago.
know. Wait a second. He's coming here for March 13th to actually be here in studio.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, all right then.
So he called in for a test tonight to try himself out and
it worked.
see if he can get comfortable.
What date is
he
that?
called me the other day through Facebook and he wants to come and be in studio with us. So
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
That'll be the 13th of next month. Jimmy, I'll be here.
What?
Jimmy Stewart, man, my good buddy, good friends.
What's next Wednesday? What date?
Next Wednesday?
You mentioned the Ides of March. That goes back to Julius Caesar.
Oh, is that what it is?
And next
I got it
Wednesday-
mixed up.
Next Wednesday is March 6th.
Yep.
That is correct. And Jimmy will be here in 2 weeks. So that'll be
So,
fun.
what's the date for next Wednesday?
March 6th.
Yeah,
March
March
6th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, month is
Oh, because
over.
I was going to try to see if I get my dad to watch this and say happy 95th birthday to him.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, if your dad misses the show, he can still play it back for two reasons. One, we have the show archived on YouTube.
Right?
So you can always go to the Tan Talk Radio Network and
Do
Find-
March 6th.
yeah, no, you can find because every show we have is labeled and dated with what date it aired. So you can
Mhm.
go find it that way. If you
Okay.
can't find it that way, internetradiopros.com. We podcast every show we do here on the Tan Talk Radio Network,
Okay.
including It's All Groovy. So if he misses the show when you give him a birthday shout out, he can still listen to it anyway.
Okay, that's what we'll do.
Oh,
That's cool.
Matt, that is something I wanted to ask you about.
Yes, sir.
When-
As I'm
when-
slowly starting to put the fire out
I
here.
see that. I see that. I
Mhm.
see that. Just start putting the fire out. Yeah, I like that. What? Oh,
I don't.
You get confused me for a moment.
It went from your head, didn't it?
You confused me too.
Oh, see, excuse me.
Anyways, there you go. Thank you, Matt.
Yep. All right.
Playing
So,
us out.
yep. Aaron Biscuits, Grigor,
all
we thank you
groovy.
very much
It's all
for having you
groovy.
guys on the
Time
show.
to have some s'mores.
All right. So we will tune in and see you guys same time, same place, same channel next week right here on the Tan Talk Radio Network with It's All Groovy.
Just can't get you out of my mind. You become